YouTube and welcome back to my channel today. I know it's been quite some time since I've sat down and filmed for you guys, but I have been extremely busy with work. Prom season is now upon us, so I've been doing tons of appointments. Plus, I was away for the military recently, and also, as you can tell from my new background, I did recently move into my new apartment, which I'm thrilled to be in a new home, but at the same time, moving and unpacking is always a bit overwhelming, so I am settling in quite nicely, but I still have tons of decorating to do as well. So I want to mention one important huge announcement. Today is Olivia and Sebastian's second birthday. They are 2 years old, and I feel like it's like, where has all the time gone? Kimberly, Dimitri, and I got them when they were 10 weeks and they were 6 pounds, and now they're like 25, like 23, 25 pounds and 2 years old. They're so cute. They still have like these adorable little puppy faces that they give us every time they do something wrong, so that way we won't be upset with them. But today was all about them. I had today off from work, so all we did was eat and sleep and watch YouTube videos and hang out and play with the new toys that we got them last night and eat lots of treats. So I just wanted to, make a little announcement, because I know that a lot of you guys like see them in my videos and always comment on them, which I absolutely love because they're like my heart and soul. So I mean, for them to be important to you guys means so much to Kim and I, because they're like the most important things in our lives. So with that being said, I also needed to make a technical announcement that I have been having so many issues. I broke my MacBook and it won't turn on, so I had to take a break from filming. And then I decided, since my generous brother-in-law was letting me borrow his HP spare laptop, that I would still continue to film, which I did film some videos for you guys and tried to upload them to YouTube, but the Sony software system was telling me I needed to convert the videos before I uploaded them to YouTube, and the conversion was going to take a couple hours per each video. So then I decided that I was going to film them on my iPhone, because I did recently upgrade to the 6S, and of course, what did I do after I bought it? I smashed it off the ground because I didn't want to buy a protective case at AT&T, since I saw one online that I wanted to order, and literally the morning that I ordered that case, I went to Starbucks, and when I was walking out the door of my I dropped my phone and it like hit the perfect angle on the corner and it just shattered the screen. So with that being said, electronics and I have been having like a very convoluted love-hate relationship, and I am going to get my screen replaced on my phone. Luckily, it's not affecting the capabilities for filming reasons. And also, I'm pretty positive I'll be getting a new MacBook, because I really like working with Mac products. I just feel like the operating system, and then the fact that I've just been using them for so long. When I transitioned to using Dimitri's HP, I was like, could not figure out how to use the mouse pad and like just the programs and stuff again. So in the meantime, I'll be filming on my iPhone, so I hope the quality is pretty good, because I know the camera is really nice. And yeah, I think that's all the introduction that I needed to tell you guys recently. So with that being said, let's just jump into this video. Today's video is going to be my first update to my Project 10 pan, and I have used up quite a few products and also made a huge dent in the products that I haven't finished. So we're going to start off with the empties. The first one being this NARS Sheer Matte Foundation in the shade Medium 3 Stromboli. As you can tell, I completely scraped out all of the foundation. That's how much I enjoyed using this product. It works extremely well with my skin. I'm very oily, and the color match was a little bit deeper, but I mixed it with another lighter foundation that I own in my collection, so it worked out perfectly. This left me dummy matte throughout the day, so it wasn't very flat on my face, but at the same time, it kept my T-zone and like my oiliness at bay. I really enjoyed using this foundation. It's discontinued, so I will not be able to repurchase it, but I do have another shade, which is medium 4, that I'm going to be using in the very near future, which you'll be seeing in a very near future video. So NARS products always work really well with my skin, and I love the fact that the color selections are very golden undertone, which works extremely well with my golden complexion. The next product is a NARS product as well. This is the Laguna bronzer. As you can tell just from the outside of this packaging, it is much loved, and on the inside it's empty. So this bronzer is a neutral undertone bronzer, so it works great for bronzing up your entire face to give you that sun-kissed glow. And also you can even use it a little bit to contour with because it's not too red or orange. So I love the fact that this bronzer is like a pretty decent size. It is 8 grams, and I'm not going to repurchase it only because I do have it in a duo from NARS. So I have Orgasm Blush and pretty much a whole pan of Laguna bronzer. But once I use this up, I would definitely consider repurchasing the bronzer again. That's how much I enjoyed using it. And I do want to mention for my cruelty-free friends that NARS is cruelty-free, so go ahead and stock up on Orgasm Blush and NARS bronzer because like those two products are cult favorites here on YouTube. The third product that I used up is this Annabelle CC pressed powder. It looks like this, and I actually got this in my swap from LS here on YouTube. I love this powder. It gave such a natural finish to my skin without leaving me chalky or powdery, and it worked really well with setting my foundation. It wasn't too light, which I had a little bit of a concern that it would be too light, but it wasn't. It matched my skin perfectly. And I am sad that Annabelle is a Canadian brand, but if I ever do another swap here with a Canadian YouTuber, I would love to try out some more Annabelle products because I really enjoyed using this powder. The fourth product is this. I have to look at my notes only because it's a product that I had to sharpen, so all the writing's gone. This is the Milani Liquid like eyeliner pencil in the shade number 5 brown. So as you can tell, it's completely empty. I mean, there's not even just a little bit left because I used it all up, and then the rest of it was just, I think, a little bit of wax. So this eyeliner is so nice. It performs just as well as some of my high-end eyeliners. Once you apply it, just let it set for like a couple, like maybe like 15-20 seconds, and it stays on your eyes. It doesn't transfer. It doesn't like go on like raccoon, like, you know, panda bear style on you. I didn't try it in my waterline just because nothing stays in my waterline, literally besides the eyeliner that I'm using at the current moment. But I do love these eyeliners. I've used up a black and a purple in the past, and now that I've used up my brown one, I only have one left, which is in the shade teal. It's such a nice pop of color for like the spring and summertime, so I'm really excited to use that one. But these are normally buy one, get one 50% off at CVS, so I will be repurchasing these in the future. I just want to work through a couple more eyeliners. I feel like I've been doing such a great job of working through my products before I go and repurchase them. So, but highly recommend using these. They are like such great quality for such an affordable price. And then the last product that I used up is this L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Setting Spray. So this stuff is hands down the best setting spray that I've ever used from the drugstore. It prolongs the wear of your makeup for hours, and I mean, I have like, this is my holy grail setting spray from the drugstore, just like Max Fix Plus is my holy grail setting spray that's high-end. This stuff just works. I can't even explain it. I have tried literally every single one from the drugstore, and this one keeps your makeup on all day, which I need because I work in, like, you know, the makeup artistry field, so I want to have my makeup on all day because at the end of my shift I still want to look, you know, not just as good as my makeup looked at the beginning of my shift, but it still needs to be on my face. So highly recommend trying this out if you haven't. I feel like everyone has tried this out because it was so hyped up when it first launched at the drugstore. The price point is a little expensive for what it is. It's $16.99, I believe. They could have dropped it now that it's like been out for quite some time, but I mean, I would still pay $16.99 for this because that's how much I enjoyed using it. I'm going to hold off on repurchasing it because I did recently buy a new setting spray and I want to try that one, and well, not try it, I want to use it. It's one that I've repurchased in the past. It's actually Max Fix Plus, but I want to be able to use it for some time before I go ahead and buy another setting spray. So now moving on to the products that I have completely or have not completely used up. There we go. The first one being my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. It looks like this, and as you can tell, I just have the tiniest bit at the bottom. The pump won't even reach all the way down, like the straw of the pump. So I'm going to take my makeup spatula and scrape out what's at the very end of this glass container, only because this primer is $52 and I am getting every last penny worth of this. It's my favorite primer. It does an amazing job at keeping me demi matte throughout the day, and I love the consistency, I love the texture, and I love how well it performs with my skin. It just makes my makeup look that much more flawless when I apply it on top, and I will definitely go ahead and repurchase this when I am finished with it. The next product is my Wet n Wild highlighter. This is from the Fergie collection, and it is in the shade Rose Champagne Glow. So you guys remembered that I just wanted to hit pan, and as you can see, there is a little tiny bit of pan showing, but I am still going to use this up until my next update because I don't think that's a sufficient amount of pan. So I really love this highlighter. It's just a really nice, pretty, like pink champagne rose gold type of highlighter. It's what I have on my cheekbones, and I use it pretty frequently between this and then MAC Soft and Gentle. It's just like two of my favorite ones. This is very similar to Soft and Gentle, so if you're interested in getting something that's similar but a lot more affordable, I wouldn't say they're necessarily dupes of each other, but they give a very similar effect on the skin once applied on the skin. The next product is my Maybelline 1x1 Volume Express Waterproof Mascara, and I'm just going to be completely honest. I started using this when I first opened it because I remembered loving this a ton, but then when I realized it was the waterproof version, I just kind of like stopped really using this pretty frequently. So also in part, I did get some mascaras for gratis at work recently, so I have been using the MAC ones that I received as gratis, and then I also got a couple Chanel mascaras for gratis. There are two like most popular ones, and I've been trying those out and I really like them. And you guys know I don't like waterproof formulations, so I have just kind of been using this every now and then. I am going to keep using it up until my next update, but after that update, I'm just going to call it quits because I don't want my higher end mascaras going bad while I try to use up this drugstore mascara that I'm not even that crazy about. And then the next product is my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Auburn, and it looks like this. I did recently revive this with a little rose hip oil, and it definitely came back to life. The only problem that I have now is the fact that I did recently dye my hair back to like this black shade, which the red has peeped through just a little bit, but it's not like warm toned enough to be using this in my brows, and it's like the contrast is just too crazy. So I have to just use this very sparingly and then go over it with a deeper powder or deeper like brow set gel. And so I think it's still going to take me a while. This stuff takes forever to use up, but I am really like ambitious and I really am motivated to use up this entire container just so that way I can like literally have the bragging rights of saying I used an entire Anastasia brow pomade. And then the last product is this NYX Chunky Dunk Hydrating Lippy in the shade Peach Fuzzy. And let me twist it up for you guys. This is all I have left, which isn't a lot. I would have been done, but I misplaced this like the past couple of weeks, and I honestly just didn't really take the time and effort to go looking for it because I have so many other MAC lip products, and those are the ones that I wear when I'm at work. So 5 days a week I wear MAC products, and then on my 2 days off or like after I'm out of work, I'll use other companies' products. And I couldn't really be bothered trying to look for this. Plus I was packing up to move and I was like, wait, did I accidentally throw it away? Did I put it in like a different box when I was moving? But I will definitely be able to use this up because it's very hydrating. I really like the way it looks. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today, along with MAC's Pro Longwear lip liner in Nice and Spicy, and then also MAC's matte lipstick in Whirl. So it's a really pretty combination. It's like a mid-tone medium brown, and I like the fact that with these being a little bit more long wearing but mattifying, that this one just gives it like a nice glossy finish, and it just keeps my lips like very moisturized. So With that being said, in total, I completely used up 5 products, and I have 5 more products that I'm working on. And I do want to mention that I'm going to be filming a video probably either later on today or later on this week, showing you replacement products that I'll be putting in my project pan, just because I think that if I only work on these remaining 5, that the update video would be like kind of boring. So I'm going to be putting in 5 more products, but once I use up the original 5 products that I have left, I'm just going to call that project over, and then I will roll the additional products that I added into my project pan round 2 like video. Does that make sense? I feel like it made sense in my head, but while I was trying to explain it, I was almost confusing myself. So that is it for me. If you guys have any comments or questions, or just want to say hi, or wish the babies happy birthday, leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for sticking it out with me. I know I'm so like sporadic when it comes to my filming, but between the military and then working at Mac, I also work a part-time job as at a like construction remodeling type of business. I know. Yeah, I know. I'm getting the hang of it though. And then also like spending time with my family, and then trying to fit in some, activities like YouTube and hobbies. It's a lot to juggle, and I'm not complaining by any means, but if anything has to like take a break, it's always going to be YouTube, just because like all of the other things in my life are such a huge priority. And I think my sister's home because the babies are all excited. So I'm going to get going so that way I can have something to eat. But it was great seeing you guys, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!